Testing. Mic check. I'm at work. I got behind on some videos or some streams. Sorry for that, people. So I'm gonna do this one real quick. I've done it before. It won't take long. I would be surprised if it's 10 or 15 minutes. But I apologize with Father's Day, uh, Juneteenth, just a few different things going on over the weekend. It was hard for me to do some streams that I had pre-scheduled. So I apologize for that. So I'm gonna make up for 'em. Uh, I'll do the other one uh, later today at work as well. But just getting into it, it's summertime, and I know you guys are going to be uh, moving around a little bit, mingling a little bit. You probably will take an interest in a female here and there. Uh, just want to advise, remember the concept. Now, excuse the background music too. Remember the fair use, or I can't help it. I got to stream where I'm at. Um, remember, we don't waste money. We don't just offer women dates. We follow the concept of for the free and for the cheap. Most women these days uh, aren't marriage material. Uh, won't say that they're not looking for relationships because we know that they are. But however, uh, it's one thing to be traditional, but it's another thing to follow the dating strategy. Dating is abnormal. Dating itself has nothing to do with being traditional. Dating evolved around the same time you had equality and feminism coming about, and dating became a woman's game. Uh, you have to do a whole lot and put up with a whole lot in order to acquire a woman based upon uh, the recent decades and how dating is applied. Um, so that's one thing you guys need to understand. I'm gonna do a stream on dating, and I'm gonna read an article and go over it for y'all so y'all understand what dating really is. Because when you get in the manosphere and you get all these people speaking on dating, especially dating coaches, they're setting you up. Um, so I just want you guys to understand that. So for the free and for the cheap, how we do this is, you basically meet a woman, whether it be cold approach or whether you're on the app, uh, and you let the woman know that what you're looking to do. If you're looking to hook up or have a fling, preferably if you're going to hook up, you might as well just go ahead and just let her know that, hey, look, I like how you look. I'm not interested in a relationship, but I do want to spend time with you. Make the fling exclusive to her, make it more appealing. Uh, that's usually how it works for me. Uh, how you doing? You can just go to service that way. Thank you, ma'am. So that's usually how you want to do it. Um, it's better to offer it in that aspect. They'll feel more comfortable, uh, and they know that they'll see you more often, kind of like with a friends with benefits aspect. So you want to do that, and then from that point on, what you do is uh, you set up your meetings. Uh, if you're not comfortable with her coming to your crib or you going to her crib right off, which you shouldn't, neither one of you shouldn't. You're gonna have to get the spot. You're gonna have to get a spot. There's nothing wrong with providing food and drinks. Uh, it's better to do that than go on a series of 3 to 4 dates. It's way better to do that because you're cutting to the chase. Uh, you're getting uh, everything all in one, pretty much. Now, as far as dating goes, if you're interested in dating versus a fling, Like I said, you got to make her earn the date. You got to establish communication and then check her communication pattern with you. If it's consistent and timely, very routine, then she's working her way to earn a date. Then that's when she gets a date. Uh, hey, Dave, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? Um, I think I checked out your page, man. I checked out your channel probably a few weeks ago. Where you want me to come through at? Let me bring you up. I'm gonna bring you up. I put it in a private chat. Yeah, it should be in a private chat. You know, I'm on my phone. I ain't on my laptop or nothing like that. I'm at work. So you gonna hear some background noise and everything. So that's how you do it. Like you guys got to make the female earn the date. She has to show uh preliminary loyalty, calling and texting, uh, very timely, prompt, routine, and consistent. And then also, you know, you have to question these women. Like you have to ask them, are they dating somebody already, talking to somebody already, sleeping with somebody already? That disqualifies them from a date. They are then either at your discretion. Um, you can decide if you want to uh, go the fling route or just discard them altogether. I did. I dropped it in the private chat. It should be in the private chat already. Yeah, should be in the private chat already. Click on the private chat. Should be. I'll do it again real quick. Yeah, it's got to be in there. Definitely. I done it twice. Let me see. Let me go to. Let me post a comment. Let me do it like that. There we go. There it is, right there. Bam. Should go right there. See it? And I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to your channel because I know I subscribed to it. It was a while back. It was about a month ago though, maybe a little longer. But it ain't been popping up on my feed, so I don't know what's up. I unsubscribed to a couple of people the other day, and it wasn't yours.
What
There
up,
you go.
Zulu?
What up with it?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Salute, broski. What up, bro?
Shit, nothing much. Salute, salute.
Wait, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. God damn it. All right, my bad. Was crazy because it usually cancel off. You know, now they got it where you got the YouTube Premium where you can still hear shit playing when you
Yeah.
going in the background though. What up, man? No, man, I've been up because you know Zulu, you know I fucks with you, Zulu. So I'll be like, and then you know I'll be seeing you over here doing your thing. I catch a few of your lives, and I'll be like, Zulu gotta come over there and fuck with me because you know we be on a lot of the same conversations. So I always want, you know, and you're a strong brother. You ain't no simp, no sucker. So I always want, I always want like-minded brothers. Don't get me wrong, not necessarily an echo chamber, but you know, you always want like-minded brothers because you can contribute to the conversations and shit. But I don't be seeing you and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start coming over your way, man. I know I subscribe to you, dog, but
Yeah.
it don't pop up on my feed, and then I get caught up. Like I'm gonna tell you,
Mm,
I'm about to stop messing with a whole lot of these dudes in the manosphere, dog. These dudes
yeah.
be catering to women, dog. Man, I had to go in on, man, one of the homeboys, man. I don't even know what type of time, every time motherfucking Jessica X come on the panel,
Yeah.
man, he let her talk crazy to you, but then when you start going to on her, he blocked. You know, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
let me ask you, do you want to say any name just so I know I know you want to say no name?
Man, man, fuck that shit, man. Platinum, man. Fuck that,
I know
man.
you
Platinum
gonna
girl,
say.
yeah,
Well, let me say this. All right, let me say this. All right, let me say this. You know, Plat, my nigga. That's my
yeah,
nigga. And Plat, don't feel bad. Plat do that shit to me. Plat do that to everybody, man. Plat have it's been times Plat that piss me off. But see that the beauty is, bro, what I learned, don't get me wrong, it does get agitating. I'm with you on that. And don't get it wrong. You know, it's a little bit of politics, of course. You know what I mean? Platt gonna let Jessica do what she does or whatnot. You know what I mean? Which again, I ain't in that. That's y'all thing. I'll let y'all handle that. Y'all all adults. But um, yeah, I don't be agreeing with that necessarily all the time. Like, come on, bro. Especially you manosphere like Platinum Obsidian put you on, but that's Platt shit. But nonetheless, I mean, that's why you move around, bro. Like what I've learned is I don't get mad at brothers for doing shit they way. I mean, it can become agitating. I ain't gonna lie, but for most parts, I live and let live because, like, let me just say this: you gonna do your shit your way, even though you might not let that type of shit happen. It's gonna be something Zulu gonna do the way Zulu want to do it that may not be to somebody else's like. And so what I do is I let people do their thing, and I don't take nothing personal. Don't it's like in politics, being diplomatic, diplomacy.
yeah,
You don't get mad at people for it. Well, like I said, if it ain't too personal, there is some shit to get pissed off about. Let me contextualize shit for niggas, but for most parts, I typically let people do them, right or wrong, good or bad. I'm gonna check you on it. I'm gonna call you on it, but I ain't gonna have no hard feelings on it. And that's what I would recommend you do. Don't take it personal with the bros. But at the end of the day, just move around there, bro. Like if you don't like what's going on over there, move around. And like even for me, like sometimes I like Platt my nigga. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about Platt. But sometimes I get tired of just necessarily talking about women and men all the time. I mean, I talk about it, but sometimes I
yeah.
do get tired of it. I want to talk about other shit. So that's why I move around. I can't tell him, all right, stop talking about this shit. Let's talk about that. Even though that could be good, I'll move around, let him do him, and then I just go look for that other content I may be looking for.
Yeah, I don't mind going with the topic. Can you hear me?
Mm. Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't mind going with the topic. You know what I'm saying? What happened was, sometimes when I go live and I cam up, I got my
Mm-hmm.
mask on. My mask is part of my logo and my avatar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This mask, I'm gonna wear it. You feel what I'm saying? I had this
Mm-hmm.
mask made in Russia. You feel me? And mailed all the way
Mm-hmm.
back to me. You feel me? This is
Mm.
my creativity, what I'm doing, right? So when I come on, the first thing she'd say, she get to hollering, why has he got that mask on? He need to take that mask off. It looks weird. It looks scary. Then you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey man, this is my mask, man. I paid for this and I was wearing this mask. I've been wearing this mask for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? What this got to do with you? This ain't even
Yeah.
your show. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell me that I can take off and all this and all that? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He don't say nothing. And
Yeah.
throughout the show, man, she just kept trying to go at me about my mask. I need to take it off. Man, so I cussed her out.
Oh, you cussed out.
Yeah, thought all kind of bitches and hoes and shit. Told the
Oh,
bitch I ain't say
damn,
nothing
no.
about you.
Uh,
Yeah, who the
no,
fuck are you
wait,
to
wait,
tell me
wait.
what? Yeah,
Wait. Let me ask you this, Zulu. All right, let me ask you this. Okay, now
Yeah,
I got love for Jessica. Jessica, a woman, make no mistake. She managed it, but she a woman. Let me ask you this, because I didn't hear it, so I don't know. And I feel you, bro. You a man. You want to wear your mask, you wear your goddamn mask. So I agree with you on that. Let me ask you this though: do you
yeah.
think it was really worth? It was that. Let me ask you this: was it that agitating? You had to cuss her out, or was it was it
Yeah,
that
yeah. Hey,
agitating?
first of all, look, I don't give a fuck about just some of these bras in here. They're
Yeah,
women. You know
right,
what I'm saying? You can't
right,
educate me and give me any kind of advice, steps, instructions on how to be a man. You
right.
can't do it. It's not possible. I don't care how much money you got, how much fame and notoriety you got. I'm gonna treat you like a regular broad. Period.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I
right,
don't cater to you. I don't bother you. I don't really if I ever try to go to your channel or something like that, I went there to talk and dialogue and have a discourse. I didn't go there to attack you or nothing like that. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So that's the first direct interaction I ever had with her. And she just, was persistent in trying to down me about my motherfucking property. You know what I'm saying? And she's
Mm.
also tried to initiate trying to give me some instructions on how to navigate the male female dynamic. I'm probably
Yeah,
older than you. I've had more women. Yeah. The average dude, you don't know who you talking to. If you got more money than me, so what? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And I wasn't having that shit. I let her have it. You know what I'm saying? These dudes be catering to her, kissing her ass. I don't give a fuck
yeah.
about that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, let me say this. Jessica, let me say this. I just what I always tell dudes about women in the space, period. Like I tell niggas like this. First, I always say, in the game of chess, you use all the pieces, the queens, the pawns, everybody gets played. So everybody has a purpose, including them. I'm with you, like I always say. But now, what I tell people is, I don't hate women. That's why I believe them. I believe in letting them in the space. The thing I believe in, though, is just like real life. Regulate them. See, like what I don't mind them coming. Like I'll let them come on my panel. I talk nice to
Oh,
them, sweet to them. The moment, the
hello.
moment, okay, you
You good. You good.
okay.
I heard
The
the
moment
background.
they start talking crazy, I interrupt. If they won't stop, I mute them. I put them in the back, say what I got to say, and bring them back. Now I don't get mad. I don't get angry because even if they full of shit, I want to expose that. So a lot of
Yeah.
times, like I tell people, I don't want an echo chamber on my channel, bro. Everybody wrenched up. I let everybody, the sisterhood in there, brotherhood, and everybody in there because I like to prove the bullshit in real time. See, it's easy. I could get a bunch of people in there and people say they don't want an echo chamber, but that's a lie. I could get a bunch of people in there that agree with me. But for me, that's no fun. I can't grow. That was one of the reasons, bro. Like I would be in the manosphere and you would catch me in the B1 network. You would catch me in Center. You catch me anywhere I can get pushback because, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that we all know what we know and we sharp and we all agree. But a lot of times I can't train like that because of even though we all agree and we right, it is an echo chamber, even though we're right. So what I do is I go out to places where people don't agree with us, where they're totally against us. And if they'll let me on, I go on so I can test my skills and I can get my exercise in. So with all that being said, what I'm saying is, I say this, don't take nothing personal. Let women be around and like this foolishness, you either kill game or you come to your channel and talk about it. That's the beauty of having your channel too. And that's why I'm talking about building it up. And I mean, brothers like that's why I want you over there so we can build up brothers like you. Cause I think you're a good solid brother, Zulu. I feel like there's a sincerity in you for men. So I typically fuck with that. Like I'm with you. I don't like fucking with the hating ass, jealous ass, dumb ass. I don't fuck with them niggas. Now don't get me wrong. I will have a back and forth
Yeah.
what the fuck they talking about. But in regards to you, like I said, you're a lot. We're a lot of like mind, and we're a lot alike, and we think a lot on a lot of scenarios. So that's one of the reasons I'll be telling you like come through, bro, as well as to get your views up. And I know you don't give a shit about that, but nonetheless, we need this message out. And you're a sharp, articulate brother, so I want all the articulate, sharp brothers who definitely can see what I see around, so we can build each other up, bro. But like I'm coming back to Jessica. Jessica ain't that bad. What I would say, just ignore. One thing I'm gonna say this too, in case you didn't know, Jessica's a bit of a troll. So she can't get under your skin. And don't get it wrong, me and Jessica don't bump heads, but we have our differences. Like Jessica don't agree with everything I do. Like Jessica doesn't agree with polygamy. Me and her have had about 2 or 3 back and forth behind
Yeah.
polygyny, if I could say, rather, you know what I mean? So we've had that debate. So she doesn't agree with everything I say, but like I said, I recognize she's a troll. Yes, she's a woman. So at the end of the day, she's going to always have what I call that E gene, which would be the sisterhood. You're going to always get a little bit of that to come out. But what I've learned with Jessica's, Danika's, Kendra G's, Sister George, all them, they all play a part. And the fact that they're not as bad as the typical sisterhood, I call them all sisterhood because they women. But if the fact that they're not as bad as all sisterhood, we got to use them. Like I said a minute ago about in chess, you use all the pieces, and the pawns, the queens, you use all the pieces. They do carry the message out. So there is a purpose they serve. And like I said, even if they got certain hangups being a woman, that should be expected. If I'm a leader and I know this is a chick, and I know chicks ain't gonna never be as logical as men are, I have to expect a little pushback. I'm thankful and I utilize the women who can use a little bit of logic. And Jessica X, Danica Marie, Kendra D, a lot of them, even though they are women, they do use logic a little bit more than the average chick.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't take nothing personal. I just went in on it.
Hey, so wait, hold up. So Flag got mad at you, went in and booted you.
Boot me back off, and I kept coming back up. You know what I'm saying? I kept telling Platt, look, man, I ain't had no issue with this chick. This chick went in on me about my mask continuously, and then when the discussion went about the mask, you know what I'm saying? We talking about general shit, fucking fat bitches and
shit. Oh shit. We done lost Zulu. Oh, there.
And then she don't want to give up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, none of her experience. She's talking about, I don't discuss that. Well, shut the fuck up then. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to discuss that. You don't talk about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, I know you topping somebody off and you done fucked a broke nigga before. She ain't like, I ain't never fucked nobody broke. Shut up. Yeah, you have. You done fucked somebody broke. You topping somebody off. So shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Platinum didn't like that shit. Man, you got to talk to these hoes how they're supposed to be talked to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Platinum. Well, Platt trying. Well, let me say that. And this isn't an excuse. This is understanding. I tell people you can understand something without condemning or condoning it. Platt be trying to run the business, and Platt likes to keep. Platt doesn't really like, even though he does it. But of course it's his channel, so it's understandable.
Yeah, but he got a clause in there. I can do what I want to. I got that in my channel as a rule. So if you can,
he's caught it from both ends. Because listen, he's caught it from the men. I've seen him a few times. I didn't agree with it, letting the chicks get too much say, and then sometimes the men go in on the women. It's not as much, but sometimes he catches the flack for that. So I feel you on that. What I would just say is, nothing you don't know. Choose your battles. You know what I mean? Like I let Jessica get a pass, not because she's special and all that. Just I know Jessica isn't the typical ignorant bro. She's a woman, so yeah, she gonna make a mistake. Again, I've had to check her. I've had to correct her a few times, so she is definitely not above reproach. She is definitely gonna make mistakes. She is definitely not fully experienced. But like I said, what I do is, like they say, choose your battles. I like if it's somebody like a Jessica, I might give Jessica a pass again, not because of her views, not because of her accent, not because I'm thirsty, just because Jessica does push for the manosphere. She does push for men overall. So again, I would never hold anybody else to perfection knowing I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? So I give her a pass, being that she's one of the more logical women in the space. You know what I mean? Now, again, she's not going to be perfect. So that doesn't mean she won't need to be corrected. And that doesn't mean, everything she's going to say is going to be right. But I tend to just be like, all right, I'll give you a pass. I'll let you get paid. Like I said, if she don't go too far, it don't get too disrespectful. I typically let people like her get a pass, even with her trolling.
Oh yeah, I don't care about the chick one way or other. I don't know what she do. She don't even register with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it ain't nothing personal. I just don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't care to talk to her or see her. So that's that on that. I nip that.
Well, let me ask you something, Zulu. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you this. Do you believe in utilizing women for allies? And when I say, like I said, allies like for the cause, do you believe in utilizing women for our cause?
At the particular moment, no, because it's not working.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me say this. Okay. Not at the particular moment. I got that. I totally get what you said. I totally get the context. Because if something ain't working, it's insanity to keep trying to use it. I agree. What I'm saying is, if it does work, or if because it can work. First of all, let me ask you this. It is possible it can work. I ain't saying it's highly possible, highly probable, but it is possible, right?
Yeah.
So would
Well,
you use them? Would you use them in that regard?
the reason why I'm saying that I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I would if they done it the right. They don't do it the right way. They don't do it on a major movement and on a mass scale, and they definitely don't get involved in legislation uh in making things truly equal and fairness. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So
But let me ask you this. Don't we, all right, because I agree with you there, but I didn't want to go that far just yet. I agree with you. Definitely get there. We got to crawl before we walk. I agree. I definitely want to take it all the way up to the top. But what I'm asking,
you breaking up. You breaking up. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, David. Something going on. Where you at? I'm gonna put a comment in for you.
okay, I'm back, man. My goddamn service, man. Them airplanes be flying over, killing me. So what I'm
I
saying,
got
did you hear
them
me?
over here too.
Did Yeah. So did you hear? So in that regard, like I said, just in the space for this moment, at this moment, because we're crawling before we walk. You don't think we should utilize those? Just say those women I mentioned, not all women, because all women, all women you can't utilize, but those women, you don't think we should utilize them?
Nah, they ain't
Really?
doing that. No, they ain't
You
doing that.
don't
They
think?
just they just like they just like a lot of dudes in the manosphere. They're
Yeah.
not doing the proper things to get anything done. They just want to come in here and stream and present content and build their channels. They're not doing anything outwardly in the real world. You
Well,
understand what
no,
I'm
no.
saying?
Listen, Zulu. All right, listen. I agree with you, but listen, I'm with you. Let's just deal with the space for right now. Like as I said, crawl before we walk. I agree. I ain't going to the legislation yet. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's just deal with right here in the space. You don't think Jessica, Kendra D, even Danica Marie, you don't think none of them contribute to nothing to our cause at all? To the just even if it's just giving a little bit of pushback. I ain't necessarily saying they really ride like men. They're not men. I don't expect them to. I don't expect them to really ride for us like us. I don't really expect too many men to ride for women like they're women, even though we know simps do. But for most parts, what I'm saying is. Just for them giving a little pushback, just because, like, let me say this, bro. Let me say this. All right, let me ask this, and I'm not being insulted. Do you truly understand how diplomacy works?
Yeah, I understand how it works, but
Okay.
here's here's the thing, right?
All right.
When you have truly achieved a certain status, a certain amount of subscribers, notoriety, money, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
audience, it gets to a point to where how long are you going to continue to do that and that only? You know what I'm saying? And then this is the thing about women, right? Women can fix all this.
Oh, that's a
just by
fact. That's a fact.
just by saying, you know what, the way we form like Voltron for the sisterhood, they can easily, whether it be different groups of women going against each other, they can all easily form like Voltron, and really, go amongst themselves and not even include us and
Yeah.
go and really try to, what I'm saying, advocate what's truly important and why they're having the problems that they're having, right?
Right.
Now the men should have been doing petition and having bills submitted, and been talking to candidates and stuff a long time ago.
But we don't do. But let me just say, there's no justification. I'm just saying, if we throw it on, we don't do that either. The men don't do no legislation either. I say that
That's
all the
what I'm saying.
time.
I
Like
just
I even
yeah,
I even
yeah,
clown some niggas.
yeah.
I because
But
we had some women say y'all don't even do nothing for y'all own political campaign, and I couldn't even argue with her. With I remember chick said it because she was true. I was like, how do I
yeah,
argue with the truth?
yeah. And that's the thing, right? So the mandatory has existed for this long, and there hasn't been ongoing petitions. There hasn't been contact with politicians. There
Right.
hasn't been a bill drafted or multiple bills drafted. There hasn't been nothing. But you got all these professionals and educated guys, that talk all this nonsense about, what I'm saying, their career and their skill set and this and that. You shut up, man. Y'all goofy, man. Y'all just want to come in here and talk every day and cry and rant to me for real. You know, um, I really don't have time for these dudes like that, man. And then I get tired of hearing the
Well, let
Pookie
me
and
ask
Ray
this,
Ray, man. I
Zulu.
get tired of hearing a whole
Yeah,
lot of
but let me say. Well, let me say this. All right, let me say this. Two things. Two things. Let me say this
they
because when people say that,
got
can you hear me? Am I Borging? Okay, now that's Zulu. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to come back, Zulu. Yeah, these airplanes, boy, they something else, man. We done lost Zulu. We gonna wait for Zulu to come back. Cause what I wanted to say, Zulu, was um okay, I'm trying to wait for you. Well, I'll just say this. You're gonna have these, you're gonna have the same conversations over and over, Zulu. That's why I always say move around. Like when I graduated to 12th grade, they didn't stop teaching 12th grade curriculum, and I couldn't expect them to because just because I learned everything I need to know for the 12th grade, you got to remember there are people that are going to be coming in and they're going to be, going to the 12th grade shit long after I'm gone. So the 12th grade curriculum must continue. So a lot of these conversations are going to repeat. You're going to keep hearing them over and over and over and over. That's just how life is. That's how information is passed. And it only makes sense again, because like I said, I just gave a great example because I graduated from the 12th grade. Doesn't mean, okay, now I don't need to hear 12th grade curricula. So that's why I move around. I'm like, all right, they teaching 12. And what's cool about that, because every now and then you might forget something. So you go back and get what they call that refresher course. And you go back and get you another 12th grade, go back and then peak in the 12th grade every now and then and get the refresher course to remember some of the things you learned in the 12th grade. And also, those certain things that you say the manosphere may not be doing, then maybe it's up to you. Maybe you should initiate that. You should do that. Yeah, I would say if you look around
yeah,
and there's something you see not being done, maybe it's because you're supposed to do it.
true, true. Like I said, I haven't been active like that, man. I ain't got no subscribers. I just come on here, I serve, but yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm starting to get active and starting trying to, what I'm saying, go to work. As far as just getting the following, man, because the message ain't gonna get out there. You ain't gonna get the momentum. You ain't gonna the supporters and people to be aboard. Any type of drafts
Yeah.
that come into play if you just don't get the viewers.
But
You know
see,
what I'm saying?
yeah, but another reason, that's another reason why I'll be reaching out to you because see, ultimately, bro, like I said, bro, they told me for years I should have did a channel. I never would do it because I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to hassle. I know what come with politics. See, I know what come with when you start making noise. I've done it in real life. So this is why I know, like I tell people all the time, when I come here, everything I bring here is exactly I've learned in real life. And that's why nobody can fool me here because everything here ain't nothing but a reflection of real life. But you know, they was telling me, because I've been there at least 6 years now. They was always telling me, when you gonna do your channel? I didn't want to do a channel. I kept saying, no, I like going on panels. I like going in, throwing my little shit, getting the fuck on when I want. I ain't gotta hold it down. I ain't gotta control it. But ultimately, that got tiring because, like you said, people limiting me when I wanted to say certain things. The motherfuckers just cut me off. Niggas can gaslight me. So eventually, I did get tired. And eventually, I recognized, I'm like, if I want people to hear this message, because like I was like you, I'm like, I'm getting tired of hearing I've been hearing the same conversations over and over. And I had to tell myself what I just told you. I'm like, all right, well, if you're hearing the same conversations over and over, then nigga, if you tired of them, give them a different conversation. Because I would try to give people suggestions. Hey, why don't you do this? And I was like, they couldn't see the vision because it wasn't their vision. I had to accept that. So this is another reason why I'm like, we can't, if like a guy like you and I, if we talk about wanting the message out there, we solid dudes, we stand up dudes, then it doesn't make sense that we don't work together. It doesn't make sense that we don't constantly support each other. And this is what I've always preached in the manosphere. You've heard me enough panels where you hear me. I'm big on brotherhood because I understand it's necessary. And we see that brotherhood is constantly like a lot of brothers a lot of brothers are not really about brotherhood because they got that deep-seated matriarchal teaching in them from mama, grandmama, sisters. And as much as you want to be mad, you can get angry about that. And I do get angry about it. It does get agitating, but I can't really be mad when, again, if this is society is teaching us this shit every day from our, not only does society teach us that women can do no wrong, even though we know that's bullshit and that's all an agenda. That's how they keep us, that's how they keep our communities unstable by doing this shit. But the point I'm making is the psychological conditioning. If you meet a man and he's been psychologically conditioned to be a simp, a sucker by women for the last 30, 40 years, you hard pressed to think that nigga finna change next year. This nigga got 40 years of conditioning. Yeah. If nothing else, now again, that's why I say God can only save niggas like that. If nothing else, it's gonna take at least, and you lucky if it's half of the time. It would take at least that amount of years for him to deprogram, to override or override that programming. If he's been programmed this way for 40 years, you'd be a fool to think he gonna change in the next 5 months, in a year. It took him 40 years to get there. So for me, I recognize that some people it's gonna take a while to change, and some people are never gonna change. Some people, they just got to drown, and it is what it is. So with that type of understanding, I never hold any personal grudges. I never hold any like Ramil. I just fuck around with Ramil. I don't fuck with Ramil because that nigga showed he's a selfish ass nigga. Don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. I ain't mad at the nigga. I just don't fuck with the nigga. But if there's no anger, because go ahead. I'm listening.
It might be my signal too. It might be my signal too. I'm in a bad spot too.
Am I Borgin? No, it's probably me.
Okay.
How I sound now?
Sound good.
Okay, yeah. Even with Ramil, you know what I mean? I liked Ramil. Me and Ramil bumped heads on certain things, but I liked Ramil. But then once I see that you don't give a fuck about the bros, you don't give a fuck about nobody but yourself, I can't fuck with you. Like, I can't fuck with, like, I'm looking for niggas that, I ain't looking for necessarily followers. I'm looking for niggas that know how to be good followers to become good leaders. So it's always certain characteristics I look for in a man. Now, make no mistake, back to diplomacy. Diplomacy doesn't mean everybody I'm doing business with is going 100% agree, even if what I'm thinking is right. They're not going 100% agree. That's a part of being, diplomacy and being diplomatic, recognizing I'll utilize you for the things I can utilize you on. And if I can't utilize you for something else, I go find the people I need to utilize for that something else. And there's no hard feelings. And that's what I typically do in this space with brothers and sisters, with men and women. You got it.
Yeah. I feel that. I don't know. I have to take the women in doses right now, man. I just ain't with it. The women and then the goofy ass dudes, lying ass, scamming ass dudes, and these scamming ass women in here. I just ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how much money they can make. That's what it's really about, man. Too many of them, and when you have subject matter or conversations that allow goofy shit, you know that there's no real mission behind it.
Right.
I ain't, cause I came out of a bad situation in 2020, and I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I took I took what I was getting from different content creators as far as good tools and stuff, good pointers,
Mm-hmm.
motivation and all that, and I applied it. So it worked. And then I got my
Right.
own little method of how I go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
like you said, you want supporters to become their own leaders or their own leader. And
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what happened to me. I was a supporter, boom. And then I did the transition to being my own leader. That I try to lead or help somebody else, most definitely. But real messages or real authentic people are rare to suppress.
That's a fact.
Even other dudes are going to suppress the types of messages that me and you have. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So wait,
Because
wait, hold on. Let me interrupt right quick. Let me interject right quick. So let me ask right quick. Don't lose your thought. Hold your thought. This is what I'm gonna ask you. Knowing that well-rounded, like good, great logical brothers like us are we're the minority. And I'm gonna say this again. Then you got to already know the majority of people you're gonna run into is gonna be exactly what we're talking about. Because
yeah,
you're supposed to already know that. So that with that understanding, I'm gonna just say this. Not that it makes it okay. That for me, this is what it did for me. Me knowing that the majority of the people in the world are stupid. That's not arrogance. That's not me being. That's not my ego. That's a fact. So me knowing that, understanding is key.
yeah,
So understanding is why I can have patience. Because like you, how do you get mad at the dog for shitting when you know he gonna shit on the lawn? Like I don't like dogs shitting on my lawn. I don't like cats shitting on my lawn. They do it all fucking day. Now what I'm gonna do? Sit out there all day, wait on them with a BB gun. As soon as they come in, pop them. That means and I could actually do that, but that means I ain't gonna get shit done. I'm gonna be sitting all day dedicated to stopping the animal, which all he gonna do is go shit somebody somewhere else. Somebody go, well, good, he ain't shitting on my lawn. But the bottom line is, if I truly understood that, either I make the provisions to prevent dog, put up a gate, get a dog in the yard, or something, or don't somehow move somewhere. I got to come up with the provisions, the preventative maintenance to do that, or I recognize that and I act accordingly. So when they shit on my lawn, I don't like it. I hate it every time. I go out there with the water hose. I rinse that shit into the grass, rinse it out, spray me down a little vinegar, hope it'll fuck up their senses so they won't want to come around here. And that's what I'm saying in a nutshell with the people in this space, men and women, and in life, not just in space. When you know that the majority of people are dumb, you act accordingly. You don't get mad, you don't get angry, you don't get frustrated because you already know coming in, not only are these people dumb, you know as well as I do, Zulu, you smart enough to know that there's a society, there's a movement, there are movements, multiple movements that are going 24/7. Me and you not even on here 24/7. We can't be. We're not pushing the message 24/7. Meanwhile, your adversaries, your opponents, society is drowning, is conditioning men and women, your people, with this message 24/7. And again, back to understanding. If you understand that, you can't really hate them on that. And you got to remember this. Just because people like you and I broke it, remember, everybody's not in the same mental space. Everybody doesn't have the same strength. Everybody can't lift 400 pounds because I can bench press 400 pounds. Doesn't mean everybody can do it. And I can't expect, it would be unfair and incorrect, and it would be wrong for me to expect that, even though I do want everybody to be strong and everybody should be strong. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I get it. Like I said, man, trust me, I didn't get angry. I didn't take nothing
Mhm.
personal. I just gave it to her how she had it coming. Period. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? And
right.
I give it to anybody else how they got it coming. If you open the
Absolutely.
door for the nonsense, like it's a difference
Reciprocation.
between it's a difference between the majority of the public being dumbfounded
Mhm.
versus uh groups,
Shooting shots. Shooting shots.
yeah, various groups shooting shots, and then they're a liar. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Pa-
Being totally disingenuous. Right.
Patience has to be extended accordingly, right?
I
A
agree.
liar
I agree.
deserves no patience and no tolerance. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And when I
Hmm.
know a liar when I hear one or see one, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I hate
So,
liars. That's one of the biggest things. And let me show you. I hate
yeah,
liars, but I still have to do. So what I do is I just expose the shit out of them. When I catch them, I'm like, all right, because I can't beat them up. I can't make
mhm,
them stay off of social media. Or so
yeah,
either I expose them or I just let them do their little line and wait till another day, gather my little receipts on them, and then catch them another day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shit's weird. You know, like these dudes get on here, they act like they ain't never fucked with that bitch.
A
They
lot of
act
them
like,
have it, though. Zulu. A lot of them have it, though. Zulu.
yeah, I
See,
guess
like,
what they feel.
listen, see,
That's
listen,
what
listen,
they,
listen. See, wait. So you just did it again. You knock, and again, I'm with you. Like, I understand, but listen what I'm saying. You're knocking the man because he doesn't have the experience. And I'm with you. Shut the fuck up if you don't have experience. I'm with you on that. But you got to remember, society's conditioned everybody, conditioned niggas is thirsty. Society's conditioned to make people believe just because they got a goddamn phone and an internet connection, they have a voice. I say all the time, everybody shouldn't be speaking. Just because you got a YouTube account, you should be on here talking. But I'm gonna say that, but is that really gonna stop people? I'm gonna say it as much as I like, but I'm never gonna get to the point where I'm really angry at it. And every now and then I will get agitated, but I'm a limit how much I agitate. Because remember, stress kills. When you start getting agitated, that leads to stress sometimes. So that's another reason you have to be careful how you allow things to get to you. Because if it gets to you and you're able to you channel it positively where it's no stress and it doesn't make you sick, it's all good. But what I've learned a lot of times, frustration and anger leads to, it can stress you, it can piss you off. Being pissed off, angry, yelling, that can lead to stress, which can end up killing you. So what I've learned is nobody on the planet is worth me stressing myself out to death. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm always sort of understanding. It ain't even though it is for them, it's really not for them. It's really for me. So I don't stress myself out. So I don't say something stupid, or so I don't do something stupid. Like in a boxing match, when boxers used to fight, they tell boxers don't get mad, because the moment you get mad, you shut down and stop thinking. You start acting off of emotion. So that's one of the dangers of getting mad. So this is one of the reasons why, even if it sounds like I'm mad, a lot of times I'll go yelling, be screaming, and I'll calm it down just to show people the whole time I never lost control.
yeah. No, trust me, I ain't lose control. I got them.
Yeah.
I went in just because the door was open. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
like that. Okay, you want to keep talking and talking to me and keep trying to go at me about my shit? This shit ain't got nothing
Yeah.
to do with you. Yeah, I'm gonna blaze you up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's all that was. But at the same time, I've been knowing the fakeness. I've been knowing the scam behind a lot of shit. I
Yeah.
never really stood on the spoke on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
Mm-hmm.
don't like you anyway. I know what you're doing any goddamn way. Do you want to have the nerve to say something to me? So I did what I did. That's that. You do it again too. But really, they ain't really going around to people like that. I'm trying to stay away from people. I don't really have time to be around and cause myself to participate and act fake in order to interact. I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Um, no, I ain't tripping on a whole lot. I just know I'm about to, start streaming a little bit more.
Yeah.
Uh, Try to push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna come through. When you going live again?
I don't. Well, let me say this. I ain't went live probably for about 2 weeks. I've been busy, and not only I've been busy, I ain't been wanting to fuck with niggas. I ain't been want to deal with YouTube.
Yeah,
So I've been actually taking care of business, having fun, doing what give me this one thing I always said. I always tell folks I don't want to come on here. I come on here because I'm compelled by the Spirit, by the Lord, and because I love my goddamn people. So he tell me to come get these niggas information, because my life be straight. Like, don't get me wrong, ups and downs, all that, but I know I've got my shit down to a science. Even with the issues, I know how to deal with them motherfuckers and nip them in the bud real quick and make sure they don't grow or have too much damaging effect on me. So a lot of times, what I mean, I like that freedom. I like my solitude. But the unfortunate part about me loving my solitude is I can't teach no message. I can't, me in the solitude means I'm alone, and I like being alone. But when I'm alone and I'm in solitude, I can't them the information they need. So a lot of times, like I've been gone, I ain't did a live stream probably about 2-3 weeks almost now, because I've been taking a break, because I ain't been wanting to fuck with niggas. So I'll probably go. I'm thinking about doing a stream. I've been thinking about it. Maybe I get you involved in it. I was thinking about doing a stream called "Pussy Is Not Enough," and where we
yeah,
break down, because I'm tired of seeing the simps, and when women say I am the table, and which is like, don't get me wrong, the man woman conversation, I tell people all the time, I get tired of it, but I understand it has to be had, because the world consists of men and women. That is a conversation that should be had, needs to be had, and gonna be had till this place, for eternity, because this place is filled with men and women. So what I always try to do is figure out, like, as they say, all right, steak ain't new, so let me just figure out a way to figure out maybe an inventive way of preparing my steak a little bit different from the average steak or or how most steaks are on the current market. So I figure, okay, if I'm gonna talk about women or pussy and all that, like again, you know, like I said, with my channel, if you know that if you go to my channel, I purposely get balance on going in on niggas and women because I want balance. Because again, if a person's not balanced, they biased. If they biased, then you can never give a fair assessment if you're biased. So I always try to be balanced so I can always give a fair assessment. So I figure if I talk about pussy is not enough, you know, women talk about I'm the table and, you know, women don't think all they need to do. And you got a lot of thirsty ass niggas who, if all a woman is bringing is pussy, they cool with that. So I figure, you know, that I'm thinking about doing my next live stream on that. What you think about that?
Yeah, that's a good one
You
to
like
go
that?
with. Yeah, I like
Okay.
that. That's a good one.
Would you like to be involved in it if I fuck with it? You like to be involved in it?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that for sure. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and because another thing too, even with me, I'm mad at myself because see, now that I'm doing the messages, I would have liked, because see, don't get me wrong, if I'm gonna do this message, I would like a mass of people to accept it, you know, to hear it. So I'm mad that I didn't do my channel. I don't even really promote my channel now. I need to start, and I'm gonna start promoting more because we need to get this message out here. But also at the same time, I recognize that the truth is not for everybody. The Bible says the truth, the path to righteousness is narrow and very few find it. It says the road to damnation is wide, and it says many are called but few are chosen. So I already know that when you got the real message, very few are gonna get it. Like even when people say they love the real niggas, they love the Tupacs, the Malcolms, I mean, they killed them. So I know it's a lie. Y'all don't really love them. Y'all killed them. Y'all love them after they dead and they gone. Then all of a sudden y'all love them, but y'all don't be loving them the same way that y'all love them after they dead when they here. So which that just told me that people are full of shit. So I recognize that when you got the real message. Okay. All right. I'll hold it down. Yeah, when you got the real message, very few people are going to accept that. And I have to be good with that. Now, that doesn't mean I don't try to maximize it and do the best I can to get the message, to make the message grow, to get more people out there listening. And my shit been growing out. I've been doing my channel now. People been coming. I've been getting a whole lot of subscribers and shit. And like I said, just always trying to figure out what, like I said to you earlier about if nobody's doing any type of legislation, then maybe you should start doing streams on that, as well as creating some legislation, you know, drawing up some paperwork, talking about it. Because like I said, again, you got to remember, as much as a lot of brothers in this space, and we know we got all kinds of brothers in here, nobody's teaching us these things. You got to remember, even though we here in this space and we here every day, you still got to remember, we still are a microcosm compared to the majority of the world. The majority of the world doesn't think like this. And even some of the brothers in the space, you got to recognize some of them just showed up. So a lot of them still have that matriarchal conditioning in them. And like I said, it's going to take some time to get it out. And some people are never going to get it out. But we still got to always remember that we are the small minority. So you're going to find more simps. You're going to find more panderers. You're going to find more Hellcats. You're going to find more you're going to find more of that, because the majority of the world is into lies and bullshit. Very few people, I'm going to say this again, the truth is definitely an acquired taste, and very few people like the taste of it.
Yeah. I'm on the clock, family.
Okay.
If you want to, whenever you want to do it, you know what I'm saying? My email is on my page.
Okay, got you.
Email me, give me the date and time, and I'll be ready.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go.
Let me ask you this, just out of curiosity, because I know you work your gig. What your schedules be looking like, just for future references, if I want to get you in on something? What's your schedule as far as your work schedule? How your work schedule looking?
Usually in between 9 and 11 p.m. is the best time.
9 and 11 is your window, the whole 24 hours, 2 hours?
Yeah, 9 to 11 p.m. I can go later, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm an early riser, 5, 6 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? But I can go later.
So let me be clear. So you only be having like 2 hours?
Unless it's Sunday.
Okay, all right, let me ask you this. So 6 days a week, you got 2 hours, you got 9 to 11 for most parts. Like I said, we know that, you know, every now and then you can make exceptions, but then Sundays you pretty much you can work around that. You got a little more wiggle room.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Because the reason I say that is because don't get me wrong. You know, I never know when I'm gonna get an urge, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I do kind of prefer Sundays sometimes. Like Sundays just seem like I guess Sundays always. That's why I say Sundays seem easier, more laid back. So it always seems like to me, like I said, I do it randomly during the week, but it does always seem like Sundays is always a smoother day. I always like Sundays for some reason to get on panels or to do one. So okay, now I know that. So Sundays is always pretty good for you. So I may end up I may set this one up. I'm talking about now for Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. You at the gig right now? Huh? How much time you got? You got to get back?
Yeah, I'm about to get back to it.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah. Well, listen, bro. Start coming through, bro. Like I said, you say you subscribed and good. Come through. Have you checked out anything? Have you checked out any of my shit on there? I got about 30 videos now. Have you checked out anything?
I think I checked out some music or something you had on there.
Some music? Oh, I ain't put
It
no music on.
was it a video or something you had on there?
Cause I got a few videos and all that. You remember what it was about?
Nah, because like I said, it was like a month or two ago, maybe longer than that, but then that popped up on my feed. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying is you ain't went to my panel and just went through that. You ain't went to my channel and just went through some of the video.
Now. I subscribed
Yeah.
and I looked at something briefly. Uh, that was it. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But then
Okay.
nothing popped up on my feed after that. I know you
Well,
was on a
listen.
panel or something. You was on a
Yeah.
panel or something. That maybe go subscribe to your channel. I forgot which panel
Okay.
it was. It was one of the last few times I had talked to you and seen you on the panel.
Okay.
I can't
Well,
remember
I'm
which
gonna say
panel
this
it was.
again, man. Listen. While you at work, if you sitting there chilling, go check out some of my shit, dude. I think me. Like I said, me knowing where you come from and how you view things. Definitely go check out my shit. I think you might like it, and definitely check it out because I look at you as an intelligent brother. So definitely give me a little bit of pushback, a little bit of feedback on it. But yeah, definitely check it out, bro. And then let me know what you think. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit your email up, and give you my email so you can email me as well though. But definitely, bro, check it out, bro, and then get back at me. Let me know, give me some critique on it.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I got you. I'm gonna do it today.
Okay, then, bro. All right, then, bro. Then I ain't gonna hold you. I'll get at you. I'm gonna hit your email up right quick. I'm gonna let you get back to the gig. Be safe out there, bro. And we on.
All right, you do the same, family. Appreciate you, man. Yep, and
All
I'll be on the lookout, man.
all right,
Bet.
Zulu. Peace.
All right, all right, thank you.